I know. No, you're good. Sorry. Okay. So what I realized was that I had always been a network marketer. I just never got paid for it, right? So when you find something you like, when you find a new restaurant that you like, you share it, right? When you find a new place to shop, a new place in town, you share it, right? And so that's all network marketing is sharing with your friends and your family and strangers sometimes products that you love. And so I'd always done that, but I never realized that's what I was doing. And so our businesses did start growing. I hit Emerald in November of that month, Sapphire in January of the next year, and Diamond in February of the next year. And so I was still working the whole way, actually past Diamond, because I had a contract at the school I was working at. But I just kept sharing, and we kept pushing forward, and we kept working, and we kept, doing different things. We had no clue what we were doing at all. Like all these Facebook pages and YouTubes and Zooms, like I didn't even know what the word Zoom meant back then. We did not have any of the information. All we knew was to share these products that we loved. And so that's what we did. We didn't make it to any big hard thing. We just shared what we loved. And so next month will be my 4-year anniversary. I cannot believe it. I kind of laugh because I'm like, something I said I was going to turn off, not order a second month, has lasted 4 years. My husband is also Emerald now. And so he went Emerald, probably about a year ago, actually, he went Emerald. And so he actually is not traveling anymore. He's home, and he's starting his own business here that he's wanted to do. And so that's kind of fun that we get to stay home, and he gets to volunteer to be a football coach. Our kids go to a private school, and so he is a football coach for the varsity team, and that's fun that he gets to do that. And so lots of things have changed, but Plexus is amazing. And so Alicia's going to tell her story, and then we'll get started on our training.
Okay, y'all, sorry I had to get up a while ago, but when you were talking about the kits, I realized I saw my old kit the other day. I went to get it, so I can't wait. I'm going to share it with y'all here in a minute. But, let me just remind y'all, I see so many black boxes with names in them. That means you just need to go to the bottom left hand of your corner and click that video where there's a line in front of it, the little video camera. Click that so that we can see you, because this is kind of weird. We're not used to doing a meeting where we can't see everybody.
Well, and that's a new thing with Zoom. I don't know what they're doing.
It doesn't automatically come up. So some of you may be at work or whatever and you can't, but we would love to see your faces so we feel like we're, chatting with you, in our office.
We're sitting in your living room.
Yes, just come on over and sit a spell with us. So I'm Alicia. I'm from Frisco, Texas, and I have 4 girls. They are now 5, 10, 12, and 17. I have a senior. So I am definitely trying to be better at juggling my time because I don't want to miss anything this year. So I have just a couple more months with her, which is killing me. But I am trying to make an effort to schedule my time around my business and work with intent. And we'll talk more about that later. I am under Beth, of course, and y'all, I have to tell you a little story, and I share this with all of our trainings, that Beth was not the first one that told me about Plexus. And it was actually
I didn't steal her. I didn't know this.
Totally, she had no idea. But a girl that Beth and I used to go to church together with moved to Louisiana, somebody that I didn't really see, ever anymore because she moved. But she had posted about Plexus on Facebook. I reached out to her, said, hey, what's that? I thought it was a weird name. Anybody else think Plexus is a weird name? Thought it was kind of odd. Anyway, that was my first thought. But she said, here's my website. Go check it out. And that's it. She never followed up. She never said anything about the product. She never gave me any advice. I had no idea about anything. I didn't know the first thing about Plexus. I went to the website. I was like, I don't even know what to do here. I don't know what I would take. I was still nursing my my baby at the time. And I thought, I'm just going to wait till I'm done nursing. And then maybe I'll come ask her again. I mean, just blew it off. 9 months go by. She didn't follow up. Nobody else posted about Plexus that I saw. Nobody talked to me about it until Beth posted. And so when Beth posted, it was familiar to me, right? Because I'd already kind of heard about it. And so I'm like, oh, well, now Beth is doing it. And Beth lived close at the time, and I sent her a message and said, hey, what's this Plexus stuff? And she said, actually, I'm going to be at Target by your house later. Let me run you by a sample. And so that extra effort of her coming over, bringing me a sample right away and saying, taste this. This is amazing. This is all we got to do, because that's all we knew at the time.
Right. That's all we knew. We did not know. We didn't even know like really what it did.
We had no idea. And we really didn't care what was in it. I mean, honestly, Beth and I are not product people. We're like, there are people on our teams that are. So don't feel bad. If you are one of those that has to know what every ingredient does, that's awesome. We have people like you here. So Beth and I are not that people. So anyway, Beth was, she's that friend that she's like, hey, this worked for us. You should do it. Okay, I want to do it too. I trust you. I believe you. Let's do it. Right? So at the time, I had been home for 7 years, and I was in the corporate workforce before that for 10 years. So I already had guilt about spending money on myself. And so before I ever, or to have spending money, I would sell things on Facebook groups, those garage sale sites or whatever. And that was kind of just when those were kind of really getting popular. And, having 4 girls, I had a lot of girl stuff and I had a lot of baby stuff. And so I could sell stuff all the time to get extra money. So that's what I did. I had my stash of my Facebook money from selling stuff. It's kind of ironic, isn't it, that I sold stuff on Facebook and now I have a business that I grew on Facebook. Really, I think that's kind of interesting. Anyway, so I got the money, and same thing as Beth, bought the cheapest kit, even though Michael and I both wanted to do the product. Stupid mistake. We now know better.
We had no clue though.
We didn't know. We didn't know. And we had nobody to train us really. So anyway, so we did a lot of figuring out on our own. Y'all have got it made now with all the training videos. We didn't have Zoom back then. We had nothing, y'all. And we somehow figured it out. But anyway, so from that point of me trying the pink drink and saying, hey, this is good. I just need to lose some baby weight. And so did my husband, because we do everything together. So we both wanted to lose some baby weight. We weren't really thinking about a business. Beth really wasn't thinking about a business, but we did have that bug in our ear of Celeste, who is her upline, who is the only double diamond in the company now, y'all. And she's our upline. Okay. That means that she's your upline as well. She told us that she was able to pay for her whole family to go on a mission trip. Where were they going? Africa?
Africa? Is that where they went?
I think.
You paid for that like in the first month, right?
It was like Uganda, or I don't remember what it was. Anyway, somewhere far that was expensive for 4 people. Okay. And she was able to pay for that with her Plexus money. And we were like, what?
Yeah.
What on earth? Are you kidding me? I would like to get my products paid for so I don't have to sell that much stuff on Facebook to pay for it. Right. So that was my goal. I was like, okay, if I can start sharing and with my friends, just like I would a favorite restaurant, favorite leggings, favorite shoes, favorite mascara, whatever, we all share our favorite things with our friends. If I did that and I got enough people to join me doing this that paid for my products, I'd be great. I wasn't looking to make extra money at the time. That'd be great, but that was not my goal. But y'all, within the first, week of, so the first week I thought, okay, I'm going to wait and see what I think about this. During that first week that I waited before I shared, I so wish I hadn't waited, because that first week I realized that oh, we got somebody that
I just got, oh, there's some, okay. There, sorry.
So that first week, 3 of my friends ended up joining somebody else because I waited, and to this day I'm still mad about that. But because I was like, man, I missed out on 3 friends that didn't know I was doing it because I didn't share. Right? That's very important when you get started. You got to let everybody know that you're doing this, because somebody else is going to tell them if you're not. And I'm not kidding. Those are 3 friends that they didn't tell me they were signing up, because they just signed up because they didn't know I was doing it. Then when they found out I was doing it, they're like, oh, what did you do with you? I'm like, well, great. Anyway, during that first week, y'all, my cravings for Dr. Pepper went away. I don't know if y'all have Sonic by you, but I would go to Sonic Happy Hour, get the Route 44 Diet Coke, and drink that. And then, you don't throw it away because there's good ice in there. Sonic has good ice. So I would take it home and then refill it, because you don't want to waste the good ice. Okay. So that's what I would do with my Route 44. So I knew something was different when I would go by Sonic in the afternoon or at happy hour and keep driving. I'm like, I don't even want that. That does not taste good. I thought, this is weird. I was not signing up to get rid of Diet Coke. That was not my plan. But okay, whatever, God, this is your deal. So anyway, okay, so after that, y'all, after my first full month of sharing, I was able to, I could have paid our mortgage. So not only did I make enough to cover my products, I could have paid for our mortgage my first month, which is insane. So my husband's like, I think we're onto something here. I think that you need to, you need to really to work this. So just by sharing and following up, because I learned quickly on how important that is, right? Sharing, following up, and working with intent, working around my 4-girl schedule. People could see that I, had a busy life. They knew me before Plexus. They saw, how are you juggling this? And I did it. I had to work with intent, though. So that means I had to make plans. If we had sports or we had naps or we had whatever, I had to say, okay, that's when I'm going to work my business. That's when I'm going to answer this call. I had to have things ready to go, like stored in the notes on my phone. So if somebody said, hey, what's Plexus? I had something I could copy and paste and send them real quick. Or if they wanted information about a certain product, I could copy and paste and send them real quick. So be ready to answer those questions. And sometimes that's where people stumble. It's like, well, I don't even know what to say when somebody asks me about Plexus. So we'll talk about that more too, about just being ready to answer so that you can be ready to go. But y'all, 7 months later, I was Emerald, and 10 months later, I was Diamond. It was crazy, crazy, crazy first year. Beth and I can tell you our heads were spinning. We didn't know which way was up, which way was down, because so many people were wanting in. Now, let me tell you, the only difference between now and then is that we have better tools, we have better trainings, we have better information, but we even have more products that we didn't have when we started. But the comp plan's the same, so that means it's good for, it was good for us, and we got the Diamond in less than a year. You could do it too. What if it takes you 5 years to get to Jewel status, which is Emerald, which is a 6-figure income? Is that still worth it? If you knew you could get there in 5 years, yes, it's still worth it. However long it takes you to get there. Your journey may be fast like ours, or it may take a little bit longer. It doesn't matter, because it's your journey. So there's a little bit about me, and I think we're ready to get going on our.
Yes. So when Alicia and I started doing these, we sent each other some ideas of what we wanted to discuss and what we thought would be good things to talk about. And she texts me back and she goes, we're crazy. She goes, we're trying to make this our own, like make it all up on our own. And she's like, everything that we put down is in the success kit. So this thing right here, the success kit, is absolutely amazing. Everything you need to know about Plexus to start your business is in this kit. Seriously, y'all. If you haven't looked through it, look through it, because it's amazing. So what we like to do is we like to go over the quick start guide. These are the tips to help you get started. And like I said, we were going back and forth talking about things, and she said all of the things we were saying are on the quick start guide. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start off with number 1, be a product of the product. So many times, how many of you, if you aren't new, maybe if you're new too, you have somebody join for wholesale and they quit the next month. Right? Sometimes that happens because they're not taking their product, and they'll be like, oh, it didn't work, or even a customer didn't work. Well, guess what? I've seen many of people the next month selling it on online garage sale because they didn't take it. It's not going to work if you don't take it consistently the way it is supposed to be taken. Second part of that, how can you share something and get people to believe you if you don't know what the product does for you? I know in my house, we take almost every single one of the products. I personally don't take every single one because there's a couple that just don't work for me. Scott doesn't take a couple because they don't work for him. My kids take some. We all take the products. But you have to know, what if somebody says, well, what does that pink drink taste like? And you're not taking it. And you can't tell them. They're not going to order from you because they don't believe that you believe in the product. So you have to be a product of the product. I know sometimes when we first started, all we ordered was this lemon accelerator. I took this lemon, Scott took this lemon accelerator. We didn't even know to order other products. But now we take different products, and so now we have a testimony ourselves of each of the products. And so be a product of the product. Try different ones. If you can afford to add one more, add one more. just jump out of your comfort zone of just taking the slim and, one thing. Scott actually started taking the ease capsules. He hurt his arm or something, I don't know, working out at the gym. And so the other day we were driving in the car and he started talking about it. He goes, well, number one, these ease capsules work amazing. And I'm like, yes. Okay, good. So, but that's something, he's tried it. He'd never really taken them consistently, and now he's taking them consistently, and it's totally helping him. So try a different product, be a product of the project, be consistent every single day. Guys, they're not going to work if you're not consistent. They're not going to work if you're not drinking water. They're not going to work if you're not craving that Sonic Coke or Diet Coke or whatever, and you still stop by and get it. They're not going to work. You have to work with them. They are a tool. They are not a magic fix. They are not a quick fix. And so I think that sometimes when people get frustrated too, is when people think it's a quick fix. This is not a quick fix. It most definitely is about getting your body healthy from the inside out. And sometimes that does take a little bit of time. My sister-in-law has lost over 60 pounds. She didn't see a difference at all until week 8. Week 8, what if she'd given up at week 3 because they weren't working, right? Be consistent with them, because I believe also that the more consistent you are, the more you'll believe in the products themselves. So be a product of the product.
You want to know a little cool product story too, real quick? I don't know if y'all have seen a lot of people posting about being sick, and I've seen this little concoction shared, and people swear by it. So it's, you take 2 X Factors and 2 Probio 5 and 2 E's before bed. And again in the morning, like if you feel sick and you're going to wake up feeling better. Isn't that crazy? Like everybody has said they feel better. If they feel like something's coming on or they're starting to get sick or whatever, you add in that yeast. There's an ingredient in there called, is it turmeric? Turmeric. I'm wrong. Turmeric. Anyway, that is an amazing, I know I'm saying it wrong, y'all. That is an amazing ingredient that you can read about it, and it's got so many good health benefits. But that plus the aloe, think about if you get a cut and your grandma would go break off the aloe vera plant and rub it on your cut. Okay, well think about our aloe is our X factor, and we're putting that in our body. So if there's something wrong in our body, the aloe is going to go after it. Does that make sense? It's like coating the inside with aloe.
I will say this, my little one, me, my husband, and my older son take X Factor, the pill, the original X Factor, not the kids version, because we can swallow pills. My little one can't swallow pills yet. And Jake got, extremely sick, super sick. We're like 2 days. I literally was in bed cuddled with him because he couldn't get warm. Like to move him to the bath, I had to move him. He's will be 11 next month, and he was in my face the entire time, breathing on me. And I did not get it. I was like, there's no way that I'm not going to get this. Not that I'm a negative person, but he was full breathing. And I swear it's because of our products. That's the only thing that I can attest to it. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, number 2. If y'all have this, pull it out so you can go over it with us. Number 2 is get to know your ambassador success kit. Y'all, this is amazing. Let me show you this cheesy little ambassador success kit we used to get. Upside down. Look how thin it is. It's got a little flip chart in it. It was awful. I literally just took the plastic wrap off of this so I was like, this isn't even worth opening. So let me show you, the cool stuff in here. So you've got this, the top 10. There's even a little box you can check off things if you're the type that likes to check things off. There's a Learn to Earn. There's a book on compensation plan. Get to know our compensation plan. It's like no other MLM out there, okay? It is just for Plexus. We get paid 11 different ways. Beth and I each get paid 11 different ways. We're going to talk about that more in a minute. The Let's Get Started book. This should be like your little nightly reading. You should read this whole thing. This is not being used enough by people, I don't think, because this will answer so many of your questions, not only about the company, but about how to reach people and how to find things to do. You've got thank you cards in here to send to people for your first couple of customers and ambassadors. What if this could change everything? Little brochures. This is full of ambassadors. Y'all, that's Sonia Dudley and Sarah Marble on the back, 2 diamonds. Most of the people in here are Jules with Plexus. So it's very neat that you can say, these are real people that have made it to the top. Beth and I could tell you every person in here, and there's a lot of good information here. These are things that you can hand out. There's a little bracelet. What else? I don't know. I think that's it. But this is the cool part. is this. And just the attention to detail. Beth and I got to meet the guy that designed all this, and he worked so hard. There's little bits you'll see you see the pink drink right there on the front. You see in all of the marketing materials, you can see that our branding and our marketing has gotten so much better. But just get to know your success kit. Share it when you if you have somebody that's joining your team. A great way to even just announce their business. Take a picture of it and say, I'm so excited of what's in this kit. The possibilities in this kit are amazing.
Yes. So the next thing we want to talk about is your why. And my why has changed so many different times since I first started. When I first started, literally all I wanted to do was lose weight. Like I didn't want the business. I just wanted to lose some weight, and I wanted it quick. I was one of those people. I'm like, I need to see some results. Because I didn't know. Like, I didn't even know, I don't think, that there were other products, because none of us really knew. We just knew, let's take this pink drink, right? And so that was my why. I just wanted to lose weight. Well, as I started, working the business a little bit, I realized, oh my goodness. I remember saying to Ariel one day, I was at her house, and I said, Ariel, if we could just make $500 a month until Christmas, which, let me preface that, we were making more than $500 a month at that point. So I don't even know why I said $500, but I said, if we could just make $500 a month until Christmas, wow, we wouldn't have to stress about Christmas. Like, I could do Christmas, like, no big deal, and not even worry about it. My Christmas is a stress sometimes, right, guys? It really is. And so, then I started realizing that, okay, I'm making money. What if I could go back to staying home with my kids? I had always been a stay-at-home mom, full-time stay-at-home mom, and my husband was in the mortgage industry. And so when it crashed, our lives completely went for a loop. And so I started working all these little part-time jobs. My whole goal of working these jobs, I'm so thankful for those jobs, was that I could take my kids to school and pick them up in the afternoons. I still wanted to do that. But when Plexus rolled in, this little thing that I didn't want as a business and didn't think could be a business and didn't think it was going to work, started providing every month. And I was like, wow, I'm going to get to be home with my kids again. So I was doing anything and everything that I possibly could to make it to where I could be home with my kids. And so that happened. And so now my why, I still have all those whys. My whys have grown so much. But I want this for y'all. I want this for the people who want this. I want to help people reach their dreams, reach their goals. I want to see as many people get to the top that want to be at the top, guys, because it's life-changing. I hear stories. I travel quite a bit. I love to travel. You don't have to travel to be a diamond. I love to travel. Traveling's my thing. I go around all over the country, and hearing the stories of lives being changed, y'all, that's my why, because I hear of all these lives being changed all over the country, because not because of me. I will say because God is using me as a vessel to share this. I shared with Alicia. Alicia shared with her friends. Her friends shared with, it's a trickle down. And so you go around and you hear literally lives being changed. I want to help people. We are helping so many people physically, financially, I think socially in a lot of cases. It's a relationship thing. And so make your why, but make your why specific. I don't want you to make your why to be, just say, well, I need to make $300. Okay, you can, and that's great, but then go more specific. What would that $300 do for you? Would that pay your car payment each month? And so that way you can stress. I was talking with somebody today, they were doing a Zoom, and they said, it was Chrissy Hull did a Zoom for us on Tuesday. And she said, I just needed to make $500 a month because I needed a new car. And she goes, and I knew that if I made $500 a month, I could get a new car. So make it specific. Think about what that will do for you. Will $300 pay for your kids' gymnastics, your kids' piano lessons, your kids' football clinics, whatever? What will that money do for you? And write it down and post them. Post these things where you can see them. Post them on your computer. Post them on your mirror in your bathroom. Post them in your car. And so when you're going through and you may be having a down day or a rough day, this is why I'm doing this, and this is why I'm going to continue to do this. Make your why emotional, and I promise it will carry you through. But whys are so important.
Beth, I was talking to a girl on my team the other day, and she's actually a senior gold, and she's just kind of not excited about it anymore. and she's busy doing other stuff, but she still has a team that's working and growing. And I'm just like, girl, what's going on? You haven't done anything in a while. And long story short, she's lost her why. She doesn't know her why. She's lost it. So she doesn't have a why. So she's like, I don't know. I just don't feel like it anymore. Like there's no why. There's no reason for her to do it. It's like, okay, you're not going to grow if you don't have a reason why to grow. You're not going to love a business that you're not putting any effort into, right? But, if you've got a team that's willing to work, you're missing out. It's like, yeah, I've got some gold in my backyard, but I'm not going to go dig for it, Crazy. I mean, crazy. I just don't get it. There's always something that can keep you going, that you can make your why. And like Beth said, ours has changed a lot since we've started. It's very different than trying to get that $500 a month or trying to get our products paid for, right? It's very different now. But we definitely have changed our why and updated our whys for the time that we are in our business.
Well, and I'll say this, if you start struggling and feeling down and discouraged, get to a meeting. I went to Scottsdale in the fall, and we did a meeting. And so what I like to do at my meetings is have people tell their testimony or ask people. And this man stood up and he started talking, and he said, I am so glad I came to this meeting because I remember why I love Plexus. I remember what all it has done for me. He started telling a story of what all it had done for him. And he was like, I remember why I love Plexus now. And listening to everybody's stories of their health or, however it's helped them. And he goes, gosh, I forgot what I felt like before then. So if you're down and discouraged, or if you're brand new, go to a meeting and listen to the stories, because I'm telling you, they're amazing.
Okay, number 4, we're going to set business goals. So you've got goals with your family. You've got probably some New Year's resolutions. Why don't you set some business goals to help you out? So you're going to want to do 60 or 30, 60, and 90-day goals, long-term goals, short-term goals. Make sure your goals are SMART. That's specific, realistic, attainable, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and T is for time. So you want to make sure that, you've set a time on them, just not a whenever, like one day I'm going to, No, that's a dream. So you want to make a goal to be measurable, and share your goals with somebody, whether it's your upline, your downline, a best friend, your spouse. Say, here's my goal. Write it down, put it on the fridge. If your goal is to get to silver, you just need 3 ambassadors. Let's just say you have 2, or you have 1 ambassador and you need 2 more. My goal this month is to get 2 ambassadors so I can hit silver. That's a $100 bonus. I'm so excited. We're going to do it. Ask your hubby, ask your friends, tell your spouse, whatever. Let's do this and help me. Let's get there together. So business goals are definitely something that you want to set.
Well, and I stood up just a second ago. This is on my, I have a whiteboard on my wall right here. And these goals are big, guys. These are, I've hit a lot of goals, but these goals are big, but there are some, but I look at this every single day. It's right in my view of where I sit down and work every day. And so some goals for me, here's one. I want to be at the Black Tie Gala convention. And so I look at that every single day. And the bigger one is I want to be able to send my kids to college, right? Without them having to worry about it. So here's a picture of Texas Tech University. It's where my husband and I went. I hope my kids go there, but they may not, but that's okay. But then I have the shopping spree. The shopping spree at Leaders Retreat is so much fun, and that's a goal I have. I have a picture of my house that says paid in full. That might not happen this year, but it's a goal that I'm watching for, and so I can see these things. I see these dreams. I do what you love and love what you do. Laugh as much as you breathe. Love as much as you live. I look at this every single day. Every day when I sit in my office, it's right here. And I do. Those are my dreams and goals. Now, I have other goals, and I have a calendar that each month I wrote those down. But make them where you can see them so you know what you're shooting for. Convention credit contest. Cut the little, print it off and cut the rewards. What are you going for? What's your goal for convention credit contest? Make it where you can see it. Make those goals and set them. And anyways, yes. Great. Okay. The next thing is connect with your sponsor and upline. And Alicia just mentioned it. We want to encourage each of you to message us and tell us your goals. Tell us your goals. Tell us your why. Tell us both of those things. Because one, that can help us know what you're wanting to do with this business, right? And it can help us know how to help you. Reach out to them. If you need help doing, a sip and see in your clothes or online Zoom, or if you just need encouragement, we are here to help you. And that's what we want to do. I love talking to my downline. And I don't just mean Alicia and my level ones. I mean, tonight I have 2 Zooms, one for a level 4 and one for a level 12, I think that I'm doing. And I love becoming a part of their lives. I love that we can call each other, hold each other accountable. I love just randomly calling downline members and saying, hey, how are you doing? What's going on with your Plexus business? But if you will reach out to us, then that starts that relationship, and let us know what you want for this business. Give us when you got a new customer, message us when you got a new customer. And again, another thing I want to talk about is use our team pages. We both have multiple team pages for different things. Use those team pages. Be active in those team pages. Ask questions. Search through the things. Welcome people. Use those team pages, because that's a way that we can do it more in bulk, but we're always putting information there. So anyways, we are here to help you. But I do want to encourage you today after the Zoom, write your goals down, write your why down, and send them to us.
Okay. About their sponsor or upline, there are a lot of instances, especially since Beth and I have been here for almost 4 years now, where people have just, have decided this business isn't for them, and it's not for everybody, and that's okay. But what if your sponsor decides to leave? What do? I don't want you to panic. I want you to realize that this is your business, not theirs, and that you are in charge of your business and your success. So you can look in your back office, you can click that sponsor upline button and find who above the person that's quit or is not working their business, who above them is. Reach out to them, get the help, lock arms, and find somebody that will help you get your goals, okay? But don't panic and don't think that because if your sponsor is not working the business that doesn't mean that you can't be successful. Does that make sense? You've got a ton of diamonds in your upline, a ton. So if you can't find somebody before a diamond that's working that you can, link arms with, then get to your next upline diamond or next upline jewel and let them know, hey, I'm a business builder. I'm going to work in this business. I need your help, and make a plan with them. Okay. Next step is the make your Franks list, right?
Yes.
Is that where we are? Okay.
Yes.
So your Franks list is important, y'all. And the thing is, I've made several. Have you made several, Beth, too? I mean,
I just made a new one last week. Seriously, yes. I did. Just last week I sat down and because I have my new life now, and so I did. I sat down and let me see if I can find it. You keep talking. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Okay, you look for it. Okay, y'all, you write down Franks, and Franks is friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids, associations, and sports. I think. Yeah, well, I have the S for sports, but that's not but because I've got 3 kids in major sports, so that's a huge outlet for me. But let's just talk about that for a minute. So here's the deal: when you write your Franks list, and you're writing everybody down on that list that and you're thinking, okay, let me think about all my friends. Of course, social media, the people that you're friends with on there, that can help you remember people, right? Look in there. Look on your email list. People that you have in your email, people that are on your phone, and your contacts on your phone. Use those as ways to help you fill up your Franks list. You will get to 200 lickety split. And you're going to think, oh my gosh, you want me to get 200 people? Yes, I want you to find 200. They say 100. I say 200. But you're going to, go through there, write down all the people. Do not leave names off because you think they either don't need our products, may not want it, whatever. Don't leave anybody off your Franks list. Now, I'm not saying you need to call them and start chewing their ear about Plexus right away, but I want you to put them on your Franks list, because one day you're going to think of them and you're going to reach out to them. But here's the deal. If you leave somebody off and they could be a big connector for you, that's awful. Because here's the deal. You may have somebody that's, a fitness expert that eats clean, that's totally healthy, that, you think doesn't need anything. They may actually have high cholesterol. I have a super skinny, healthy friend that was able to drop her cholesterol 94 points using our products. Okay. I would have never, ever in a million years known that had she not confided in me when I started talking to her about Plexus. So, and I wasn't even thinking that she would jump on board, and she has been an ambassador on my team now for 3 years. So, and then you've got to think about other people. I know this girl who is a bodybuilder. It was one of my oldest daughter's teachers, and reached out to her as a connector. It's a who do you know question, right? So I'm not even acting like she needs this, because I know she probably in her mind too thinks, oh, I don't need that, right? But it's a, hey, I was thinking about you because you come into contact with so many people with different health issues, different weight struggles, different whatever, you know. Who do you know that could use or might love a 3-day sample that I could reach out to because I'm giving some away this month or whatever it is? Think of people as connectors, not just as people that would be on your team or be a customer for you. And then your Franks list is going to be huge. Don't leave anybody off. And also, if you don't want to leave anybody off because you don't know who's going to be totally blessed by Plexus that you think doesn't need it. There might even be a wealthy friend of yours. Guess what? Celeste Gwynn did not need the money before Plexus. Okay. She certainly did not need the money before Plexus. But this has been amazing for her, and she's been able to do amazing things with ministries and all kinds of different things with her Plexus money. So make your Franks list big.
Yes, and I agree. And that's one thing that I did when I restarted it last week when I made a new one. I really started thinking about people that could be connectors. And so I messaged them and I just said, hey, I'm looking at, I will always preface it with something personal. For instance, one I said, hey, I see you have a new daughter-in-law. That's so exciting. Congratulations. And then I said, I know that you have seen me post about Plexus for the past few years. And I said, and I'm looking to take Plexus to a new area. This specific person lives in a different state. And I said, do you happen to know anybody that suffers from da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da? And so, and I sent those to lots of people in different areas. And I'm telling you, I was scared. I will be real honest. That's not easy for me. Cold messaging is probably one of the hardest things for me to do. But nobody was mean. People actually responded. Some said, I can't think of anybody right now, but I keep it in mind. Some people said that I'd get back. Not one person unfriended me. Not one person talk back ugly to me. So put it out there, because here's the deal, because they might start thinking, oh, well, I just thought it was weight loss, but she just said that maybe, I have friends that suffer from these things, and I suffer from those things. Or it just put a little seed in their head. And so, yeah, they're seeing it, and now you've reached out to them, and maybe in 6 months they'll be like, okay, it's time for me to call her back or whatever. And so just putting those in. So, set up 3 face-to-face gatherings. Okay, guys, I think this is huge. I definitely use Facebook every single day, but I don't know about y'all. Sometimes people don't even see my Facebook posts. Facebook has gotten all kinds of crazy. I mean, they threw me in jail this week. What the heck is that? They're doing all kinds of crazy stuff, but people don't see your posts sometimes. And so I think it's very important to chat with people. And if you can get in front of somebody, like have coffee with them or have lunch with them, they're going to hear your excitement in your voice. And I say that they're way more likely to trust you and join you if you can get in front of them. One of my favorite things to do is sip and sees. I do big meetings, but I love sip and sees. I love getting 4 or 5 friends, 10 friends, whatever, 2 friends even, to my house or to a house of an ambassador, however, whatever I'm doing at the time, and just do life with them. Literally, we sit in the living room or we sit in the kitchen around the table and have some snacks, whatever, and just do life. And then I just share my Plexus story, that they can hear it. They can hear that I'm a real person. I did one of these for an ambassador. And at the end, the gal walked up to me and she said, I knew I had to come. Like, I knew I had to try this. She's my cousin, and I knew I was going to have to support her. She goes, but after hearing you, I believe in this, and I think I can do this. There's something about being face-to-face and people hearing your excitement that really does help. So I encourage you, if you haven't done that, do a sip and see. It can be something small. I do not use a PowerPoint. Sometimes I don't. If I'm traveling, I may not even have all the products. Sometimes I set the products out. But I just talk to people and I just share how it's changed my life. If you don't have a story, that's okay. Again, like Alicia said, I promise if I had not started sharing, even though I didn't want to, thank you God for kicking me the head and sharing, I would not be Diamond now, because somebody else would have gathered my brother and Alicia and Ariel. And if I would have waited until I had a story, I would not be where I am now. I know that for sure. And so, so just start sharing, whether it just be call your mom or your brother or sister or best friends. Let's go have lunch and say, hey guys, this is what I'm doing. Join me with it. If you need something to show them, okay, well, in this new success kit, there's the product cards. I don't think we talked about this. And go through these product cards with them even and just say, oh, well, this works for this. This is what you do. You know, there's different things you can use, different tools. If you're active on the team pages, ask somebody for a testimony. You know, we can't share a lot of our medical testimonies like in public, like on Facebook and stuff like that. But if you know somebody that struggles with a certain thing and you want to present that to them, post on our team page and say, hey, has anybody ever struggled with this and Plexus has helped? Somebody's going to respond, I promise. And so you'll have those stories. I say keep those stories tucked in your back pocket. Keep those stories tucked on your phone in the notes. So when somebody does come to you and say, have you ever heard of it helping this? And you can say, yes, here's a story. So use our stories. That's the one thing. I didn't believe it was going to work for me when I started, but I knew that I believed that it worked for my friends. And so that's a huge thing. I didn't have belief when I started, but I leaned on the belief of others, and that's how I shared. I shared their stories. So, and again, reach out to us if you need to know more help. Have more help in doing that. Let us know. We're here to help you for that.
Hey, back to our kit, and you just pointed this. I'm like, you're right. Where's those product cards? I had to search my desk. They were out of the box. That's why I didn't find them. But y'all, this is like your little Bible. You keep this in your purse. You keep this in your car. Keep this handy so that you can talk Plexus to people. You do not need to know everything about every product. Do not feel like you have to be to know, you know, what all the ingredients are. What does each product do? These cards are amazing. It'll tell you talking points, what you might say. This is awesome. If somebody's needing the chewable vitamins, this is what you might say about our vitamins. Hello, perfect. Okay, but the other cool thing is this product pricing guide, okay? The product pricing guide gives you all 3 prices on every product. So you can sit there when you're having a coffee talk or a lunch with your friend and you're discussing, do they want to be a customer? Do they want to be an ambassador? You can actually grab your phone, put it on calculator, and say, okay, well, guess what? If you're on, you know, you're taking probiotics and vitamins anyway, right? Let's just say if you join Plexus as an ambassador, let's add up what 6 months would be if you were, you know, buying these wholesale versus if you were just a customer, what this would cost. Let's look at your savings. It's huge. It's definitely worth the $34.95 to join as an ambassador. Let me tell you something else really cool. And I tell everybody this because I gave every single, and I still do, I give everybody that same opportunity that I had when I joined to become an ambassador right off the bat without even trying the products, because I think it's an amazing opportunity. But here's the deal. Even if somebody is, they're going to be on the products for a while. Get them on board with the vitamins, get them on board with probiotics, things that they are going to use all the time, whether they're trying to lose weight or not. And let me just tell you, this is my big thing that I always am like, well, y'all look at me. This is what I do on every call. You will not be successful if you make this all about weight loss. If that is all you talk about, you are not going to go to the top. I'm telling you right now, listen to my words. Alicia McKee says, I cannot just talk about weight loss, okay? If you make this about health and wellness and you change somebody's life, they're getting out of bed, they're playing with their kids, they feel better, they're pooping every day. Hello, that's a big one. You change people's lives, they are gonna be in for the long haul, okay? You want a long customer, you want a long ambassador that works every month, then you get them healthy, all right? But here's the deal. You show them their savings, they're gonna jump in as an ambassador right off the bat. Not only are they going to get a better deal, but you know, if they do over $100 a month, they also earn commission on their own products. I've got a new ambassador who is a family of 6. She's got 3 kids on ProBio 5. She's got, you know, her and her husband doing triplex. Her husband has nerve issues. They alone are spending, you know, close to $300 a month on their products. But when I told her that she could also make commission on her own products, she's like, are you kidding me? I've never heard of a company that gives you commission on your own sales, you know, the things that you buy. I'm like, I know, me either. So anyway, there's my little, don't forget about these, keep them handy, and they will work for you. Let's see, we're talking about setting up your back office. Main thing you really need to know about that is, you know your website, you know how to get to your website, you know how to get in your back office, you set up your Paylution. If you're new, that will come as a separate email, right?
Yeah, and it comes like after you have earned commission. So
yeah, it doesn't come right away.
Yeah.
Right. Because some people are like, I don't know how to set that up yet. And I'm like, well, as soon as you earn some money, then that kicks in and they'll send you that email link. It's a third party thing that does our payments. But it's cool. We usually get paid early. So we are not complaining about that. But you want to set that up. You want to make sure that you know how to look at your dashboard. You know how to read it. You know how to see what your PV is. And remember, when you click on the shopping tab, under the shopping tab is your backup order. You want to make sure you have a backup order on and that you're training your team to have their backup order on. Here's the big kicker. They just changed it where it's not mandatory that you have that on as long as you have $100 go through your website to make commission, right? Well, I have a gal who is a Ruby ambassador who missed out on commission last month because she moved, and so she got busy and she didn't place her order and she didn't have that on. Okay, and her customer that she has, thought, well, that's okay because I have a customer that covers it. The customer changed her order this month or last month and didn't order 100 PV. So she missed out on commission. I'm like, that is why we have that in place. It's an insurance policy that we will make our commission. You will not make your commission, and you can't call after the fact and say, oh, well, I forgot. Guess what? They're going to say, sorry, Charlie. That's why you have the option of a backup order. Keep that on. If you have $100, and you can change the date. Change the date till the end of the month if you want, just to give you time to put your own order in. But as long as you have $100 go through your website, that will not ship. And that's probably one of the hardest things that we have to explain to new ambassadors is that they freak out thinking that they're putting another order in as a backup order, but really that's just your insurance order. That's what I call it. To ensure that you do make your commission. Okay. So you want to do that. Next step.
All right. Okay. So the next one talks about the Plexus Learning Center. And I think the Plexus Learning Center right now is being touched up. And so I don't know that the actual Plexus Learning Center is available, but that's okay. There's lots of other things. If you will go in your back office and go to tools and shareables, there's tons of information. You can gain information from most of the diamonds have YouTube channels, and we all do Zooms, and most of them are on there. Again, using the team pages, just learning what you can. And guys, don't, again, wait until you think you know everything. You can go to college and have a job that you've worked out for 20 years, and I swear you still won't know every single answer to every single question. That's okay. I mean, you ask me some ingredient questions, and I'm going to be like, let me look on that. Let me go find one of my product guru people and help that out. So we all are still learning. So, but I want to encourage you to watch our Zooms. I do a Zoom once a week on Tuesday mornings. They're always recorded. You can hop on then, or you can watch the recording on my YouTube channel. Alicia and I do these every 2 weeks. Encourage your people to go on. We try to record them. Last time we forgot. But it's okay because we talk about the same thing all the time.
But we talk about different stuff too.
Right. I mean, it's always different. It's like the same tips, but totally different. So
yes.
These are a couple books that this is where this went. Oh my gosh, I was looking for this last time and it was in the box. Okay, these are some books I want y'all to look at. If you don't read books, I am not a reader. I'm a very bad example to my children. That's okay. But these books are great. The 4-Year Career by Richard Bliss Brooke that's a mouthful, is a great book, especially if you're not quite so sure about network marketing. Read this book. I literally read it on an airplane. I've read it more than once. It is great. The first book I read was GoPro by Eric Worre. This is an amazing book too. I always recommend this when people start. And here's a couple more. They're super short. I like super short. I have read some longer ones now that I've been in it a while, but these are good starters. The 4 Color Personalities for MLM. This is a funny book. I read it literally on a plane ride to Lubbock, which is 45 minutes. But it kind of helps you understand maybe other people, like potential customers. It maybe helps you understand your team members, the different color personalities. Because depending on what color personality your team member is or your potential is, kind of affects how you need to handle them. I am a yellow with a little bit of blue. Alicia is blue.
With some red.
Exactly.
Really not much yellow or green.
But like for red or green, like there's no way I'm anywhere near red or green, but this book kind of gives some explanations about how you might talk to those people or like what they like to know. And so it's very interesting. It's a cute, fun book. And then Sarah Robbins is great. Rock Your Network Marketing Business. I actually follow her and watch her videos quite a bit. She was a school teacher who had no experience. She's not a salesperson, and she's like the top person in her network marketing company. And so this is a great book too. So those are just a few easy read books that might help you at least understand a little bit about network marketing and how, maybe give you some ideas of how to do things.
Okay. Get your business cards for reals.
Yes. Sorry, that was in there. Yes.
But you know what? I mean, you can order them from Plexus in the back if you're, like you just want easy squeezing. You're like, okay, I don't want to mess with looking for something. Just get it back there and you don't have to worry about it. But if you are trying to save money, you're trying to, do things a little bit cheaper. I remember when I first started, I made my own. I just bought that business card tear off paper. Yeah. Now I'm like, who has time for that? But you can go on Etsy.com if you've ever been ETSY. I mean, I spend way too much money on that site anyway. But if you put in Plexus at the top, a gazillion things will come up. Cute shirts, cute everything that you could want for your business, even brochures and stuff. But there's business cards back there. You can even just buy the business card from them for like, some are like $10 or something, pretty cheap. And then you can go to Vistaprint and print like 500 for cheap. So, I mean, that was one of my gifts to my father-in-law for Christmas. I got him some that looked kind of real manly, and hand out to his friends. He goes to breakfast at Cracker Barrel. He's like, I need some business cards to hand out to the guys at Cracker Barrel every morning. Okay. So that was one of my gifts that I got him for Christmas was some business cards. And that's what I did. I bought it off Etsy and then took it to Vistaprint, put it in there and got him like 500 cards for pretty cheap. So anyway, make sure you have cards. You look official. This is
you have on swag right now too. I can
Plexus hat.
I swear I never wear a Plexus shirt. Like, I am never wearing a Plexus shirt. What in the world? I wear it like every single day. Because here's the deal, like some people it might be a conversation starter, like when you're in the grocery store or whatever, people are like, what's Plexus? I've never heard about that. But then sometimes it's just a reminder, like, if you're a baseball practice or football practice or whatever, and somebody walks up and you're like, oh gosh, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. Or, oh gosh, I need a good place to order. It's just a great reminder. And so
apps are easy.
Yeah. Easy. Yes, easy. Seriously, I'm always in gear. So
in gear. Love it. We're in gear. In more ways than one, right? I mean, literally. Okay. Let's talk about getting connected and staying connected. Sometimes it can be a lonely place if you're not close to your upline, you aren't super involved in groups, and you're thinking, well, I don't even know where to start. Woe is me. My friends aren't wanting to do this with me. I'm by myself. I'm, in this little hole of Plexusville. No, you need to get connected. So find some friends. You know what? Some of my best friends that I've made are not even on my team. So I've, have gotten to know lots of people just even through Facebook and through meetings and lunches and different things like that, where we've gotten together and gotten to know each other, and we're on the same page with a lot of different things. And we've got to be really good friends through Plexus. I mean, I'm so blessed by my friendships through Plexus. So if you're not there yet, friend some people. Look around right here. Look at, we're looking at Brady Bunch here right on our screens. Unless you're on your phone. You're seeing what looks like kind of like a Brady Bunch box. Look at the people around your box. Friend them. These are Plexus people, okay? What you can do, you can motivate and encourage each other by commenting on each other's posts. And what that does is it bumps it up so that your customers and potentials, people that aren't Plexus people, see your post and see that you have support. They don't know those people are necessarily Plexus. You see what I'm saying here? So if you'll notice, you'll see if you follow diamonds, which you should go find the list of diamonds on Plexus website, the main plexusworldwide.com. You can look into recognition. You can look at all the diamonds names. Follow them, okay? They may not have room for the friend requests, but you can follow them and see what they're posting. Here's the deal. None of us are going to make medical claims. None of us are going to say anything. Well, we're not perfect. So some of us may do some non-compliant stuff, but we're not purposely. But you'll get ideas. Not that you need to copy us, but it will give you an idea of what you should post and how to post on social media. But the other cool thing is that we do a lot of what we call attention seekers or posts that attract attention. And what that does when you do a post that attracts attention, like you're wanting people to comment on something or, rate this, or like I did a little happy Valentine's Day contest. I don't know if y'all are friends with me on Facebook or if you saw that, but like I said, okay, the last person that types happy before I type Valentine's gets a free 3-day. Well, I had a ton of people participate on that, which was great. But what I'm trying to do is I was trying to reach people that may not have the guts to reach out to me privately to say, hey, I want that 3-day. But, if I'm willing to give it away for free in a contest and all they got to do is type happy, heck yeah. What's so cool about that, y'all? There was a gal I met a year ago on a flight, because, Beth and I do travel quite a bit with Plexus. It was on one of my flights, and I remember this flight attendant. She was so bubbly, so fun. I remember I gave her a pink drink sample, gave her my card. I said, I want you on my team. You're amazing. You're so fun. We talked a little bit. She gave Michael and I she goes, I've got something for y'all before you leave. Do you have a bag? And I'm like, yeah. And she brought us full-size bottles of wine, 2 of them. Not just, I thought she was getting us those little, those little cute ones. No, big old bottles. We were like, what the heck? Anyway, so she stuck those into our bag. Loved her. I forgot about her. This has been over a year ago. She's, I forgot about her. I knew that we friended on Facebook, but I had never seen her post because, I've got over 3,000 friends. There's a lot of people you just don't see unless you interact with them. But because I didn't write her on my Frank's list, I completely forgot about her. Y'all, she was one of the ones that said happy. And then what she did is she had people on her flight while she was doing the drink service. She gave her phone to somebody on the flight to comment happy for her. I know, to try to stay in the car. Isn't that funny? And I'm like, who is this Donna chick? I didn't even remember her. And then when she said, that was fun, my flight did it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's her. So yes, I sent her, y'all. Believe me, I contacted her right away. I've got a 3-day sample going to her. I'm so excited about that. But had I not done that, something easy squeezy, I would have never known she was even interested, right?
Right.
So just something that gets people, and then also what that did now, because she's commenting on my post, guess what pulled up on my wall today? A post from her, because Facebook sees that we're friends because she liked my post. And so now I'm seeing her stuff again, which is great. So, and I'm making a little bit better effort to go and comment on her stuff. So anyway, not just Facebook, y'all, but, Twitter and Instagram, y'all, there's a whole world out there with Instagram. That's amazing. If you know Bridget Ryan, you should follow her because she has figured it out. She has figured out the Instagram thing with the hashtags and all.
She has like over 300 level ones, and most of them came from Instagram.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy amazing is what that is.
Yeah.
Now, you got to remember it's a numbers game. Not all those people are going to work and going to go straight to the top, and some of them are just going to, but you never know. And I have people on my team that are leaders on my team that I would have never guessed would be leaders on my, you know what I mean? You just never know. You got to give everybody the same opportunity, right? You just don't know. Yep. So God puts people in your life. If you pray about it and you think about it and you ask for intentional people that you can reach, God will put them in your path. Make sure that you are doing the right thing and talking and giving them that opportunity, because if you show excitement and passion, they're going to want a little piece of what you have, right?
Right.
So that may be all that we have.
That's what we got. Yeah. So, and it is 11:03. We did it.
Perfect. Okay. You got to get to your lunch.
I do. If y'all have any questions, please message us. Please reach out to us. Thank you so much for being on here. We're so excited that y'all are wanting to give Plexus a go, and that you were willing to take some time today and listen to us and train. And so please message us your why and your goals. We want to hear. Message them to us. We would love to hear those. And again, if you have any questions, just let us know. We're always here to help. So y'all have a great day, and we will chat soon.
Okay. It's Bridget Ryan. Somebody's asking. Is Bridget's last name Bridget Ryan. She has figured out Instagram for sure. I'm still learning it because I'm old.
Yep. Okay. Tell your friends to be on next time in 2 weeks.
That's right. 2 weeks. See y'all. Bye. Have fun, Beth. Be drive safe.
Thank you.